On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Me some types of questions,
That's
and I kind of
I mean, that's a good question, though.
That's not a valid question.
No, I'm not saying it's not valid, but I'm just trying to see
because we know
what does that have to do. Men have standards. Men can say men can say even though men can say even though this person is a good woman, I just don't want to date her.
How many men? How many men? We know there are some men that break up with women.
Man, is that what you thought too when he kept saying it?
How many men
have broken up with me?
No. I'm not.
Everybody mute us up, Kay.
Wait, what did you ask? How many men have broken up with me?
On average, by and large, break up with women? How many?
I don't know how many men on average. So all I'm saying is that it's wild.
There are some that do it.
It's wild to insinuate that a man can't just be like, you know what, this is not the woman for me.
That men can, like most men, you know, and this is not for every dude. Some dudes just be stuck in high school. My best years was like they like Al Bundy. Like some dudes are still Al Bundys. Let's be clear. Like every dude ain't leveling up with time. But even a lot of dudes that level up over time, I don't think that they just automatically saying, okay, I choose you, that's my wife over there. They're not writing like that. I think most people for different reasons, women for different reasons and men for different reasons, as they get older, and I agree with Rilla largely. I think Rilla was hit it directly. But while they're younger, I think that you have a better chance in getting what it is that you want versus when you get older. I think that you get jaded, different experiences turn you into a different person. You have, you know, a completely different mindset and shift. You didn't grow with the person. And so now you're trying to make a person fit into all of the boxes. I think everybody wind up, as they getting older, marrying who they can instead of marrying who they won't.
So question, who do you think settles more?
Women.
Okay, yeah. So because I think I was having a discussion with someone in the comments before the show started, and I feel like woman's 35 is not the same as a man's 35.
Agreed.
Right. So that's what I was comparing it to. I was like, it's different because they were talking about old men. I was like, what's the age that a man's old? And I think he said 40 to 45. And then I was like, okay, what's old to a woman? And he was like 40, 45. And I don't think that's the case. I think for women, we kind of, we're aging at an age, our wall, like we got to take that into consideration, if that makes sense.
Most men can't get over a wall. So, I mean, we know women hit the wall, but it's a lot of guys. Real talk, like, come on, man. How many dudes we know that, listen, they never going to be any different than what they are, which is not a bad thing, fam. You know, you're an Amazon worker. I just had a dude on my platform that told me that he mad because a chick wouldn't marry him. I said, what do you do for a living? He said, I'm a dog walker. Come on, fam. These are grown men out here. He said he was a dog walker. What do you want me to do with that? I said, I can't coach you. I said, I can't coach you. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said.
Is that all he did?
Yeah, he said he was a dog walker.
How much do dog walkers even make?
No ambition for anything else at the time. No ambition for nothing else. That's all he did. That was it.
Look, bro, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you.
But wait.
I don't know why guys try to act like money don't matter. I hate it. Anton, he's just talking about money, fam. Money is largely the way in which we substitute provision and protection from yesteryear. Absolutely. We used to build houses and all of that, and it was the dude that had the most, and he had the most workers, and he had the most people indentured servitude and all of this other type of stuff. He had all the goats and the sheep and all of that type of stuff. And now it's a little bit different, right? The way in which we highlight the ability to provide and protect is much different. Money matters. Stop acting like it don't. Stop being broke. Stop being broke. Get your bread up, and then you ain't gonna be the one that's complaining. You're gonna have all of the access. You'll be able to get your network up. You can grind. Fam, I don't want to see nobody, and Kay know this. I don't want to see nobody with an underwater basket weaving degree telling me that I should not worry about money. Money matters.
Now I'm in the shop class at a basket weave.
Underwater basket degree, you know.
You know what I'm talking about, Chicago, JR?
You
Chicago?
heard me. I said with all the rest of these motherfuckers
underachieving. Okay. I'm just making sure that everyone, at least the Chicago family, all on the same page. Okay. JR, you know JR? No?
All right. Like everybody went, right?
Hey.
There you go, Rilla.
Oh, Lord.
Well, you always know I got that bonus. I got to throw in. I got a couple of them tonight. So I'm going to throw this bonus in real quick. If a man in the relationship, you're doing too much. Men never ended first. If a man in the relationship, you're doing too much. Men never end it first. Real quick. Just a little icebreaker again. Is that true? And everybody don't have to go, just if you want to chime in.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Why is it a fact, really?
I say this. Dudes, like most dudes, I ain't talking about the exceptional, the talented 10th, the 1%. I ain't talking about that. Most dudes in relationships, they will ride it out till the wheels fall off because we really are simple people. We don't complain about too much. If we find value in the one, like even to detriment, to a fault, most men will stay in that relationship. Most men will stay in that relationship even to their own detriment instead of understanding they value, they worth, setting the tone and understanding when to walk away. And I'll be
one more time, JR.
I got you. If a man in the relationship, you're doing too much. Men never ended first. Again, if a man in the relationship, you're doing too much. Men never ended first.
I got you. Just wanted to make sure I read it right.
Anybody else go? I was done.
I think it's so wild that some people think that men are just out here with no standards. They'll just take anything as long as you're not doing anything extreme, you're good. No, like you can be a woman that's doing, regular stuff that's not extreme, and a man just doesn't mesh with you and he doesn't like you. He doesn't want to be with you. Like men have these options. The fact that so many people think that men are just these, I'll take anything beings is wild to me.
Okay, how many men broke up with you? How many men broke up with you?
Broke up with me?
Come on.
Are you counting still?
Who else is chiming in? Who else is chiming in?
Yeah,
no, I'm not counting.
You see how she looked at the camera? Listen,
I thought back on you.
Nah, Island. I'm not counting. I was not even entertaining the question. I was trying to make a joke, like, because Chicago does this every now and then where he asks me some types of questions.
That's
and I kind of
I mean, that's a good question, though.
That's not a valid question.
No, I'm not saying it's not valid, but I'm just trying to see.
Because we know
what does that have to do? Men have standards. Men can say, men can say, even though men can say, even though this person is a good woman, I just don't want to date her.
How many men? How many men? We know there are some men that break up with women.
Many. Is that what you thought too when he kept saying it?
How many men
have broken up with me?
No. I'm not.
Everybody mute us up, okay?
Wait, what did you ask? How many men have broken up with me?
On average, by and large, break up with women? How many?
I don't know how many men on average. All I'm saying is that it's wild.
There are some that do it.
It's wild to insinuate that a man can't just be like, you know what, this is not the woman for me.